Hello, and welcome back to the Pure Nintendo Podcast. This is your weekly dose of all things Nintendo. My name is Gemma, and joining me this week, I have my two excellent friends. Welcome back, Trev. How are you this week?
You threw me off by introducing me first. I am good. It's been a pretty good week. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing all right, thank you. And welcome back, Kirk. How are you?
I'm good. Had a little more time to prepare because you introduced Trev first.
I did, yes. Well, I wanted to mix it up. Last week I did introduce Kirk first.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we'll alternate it. I don't know. I like to keep you on your toes.
I think Trev had a string of going first there for a while. I was starting to feel a little slighted, but
yeah, that's why I swapped it again. Because you were doing, it was just you and me for a while there, Kirk. So you were every week, and then I usually do who joins the call first, but it's usually Trev. So that's why it's like, well, that's not fair. So
maybe it should be based on what we're talking about, who's going to talk the most.
True.
So like last week with Pokemon, I probably didn't even need to be introduced at all.
And in the background we have Kirk.
I'm just confused.
Performer.
You said you had more time to prepare your opening, and that's what you came up with? You sounded pretty most weeks.
Well, it was only a few extra seconds.
Yeah, it's limited time. But no, thank you both for joining this week. We have a lovely big show to talk about, another direct that happened. I love that we're just getting these random directs dropping just out of the blue. There was an Indie World Showcase during the week, last week, so that will be exciting. We'll go through those games, got plenty of news, Kirk's Corner, of course, and the games we're playing. And I did want to just thank our listeners and viewers, I suppose, on YouTube. We got some great comments during the week as well, so thank you. Oh, I was going to reveal the results of our poll also from last week, which was the Pokemon starter for Gen 10. So I don't know if you had looked at all, especially maybe Trev, because, does anyone want to guess who the winner was, maybe? Out of the three, so Brout, Pombon, and Gekwa were the three.
I think when I looked earlier in the week, it was Brout.
Yeah, it was kind of between Brout and Pombon for a while there. It was neck and neck, and then it went to Brout. But Pombon was the overall winner at 43%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 38% for Brout, so very close, and Gekwa on 19%. And I do think, was it Jose said he was a Gekwa fan in our comments there, so thank you for that. We love all of them, they're all good. Yeah, but it looks like Pombon was the overall winner in our poll at least. So yeah, we'll see. So let's dive into the showcase, because even though it was a short 15-minute presentation, they did cover 17 games, which I guess means on average less than a minute per game. So I don't know how long we're going to take to cover it, but we'll go. I feel like we can talk to each of the games very briefly, but some of them are out now. Some of them have demos. I'm keen to hear your thoughts, Trevor and Kirk. Which ones stood out to you the most, as well as this is, of course. Let us know which ones you're excited about. There's a varying amount of release dates. You know, like I said, some are out now, some aren't out till sort of June, July, and then some just have kind of summer or year releases. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag there, but there was certainly a lot to go through. And they started off with something called Encha Attack, which the demo is out now for that one. And it's about, I have tried the demo, by the way. Did both of you watch the showcase, first of all? Trev did? Yes. Did you, Kirk?
I did not watch it in its entirety because I missed it is all, but then went back and watched most of the individual videos.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Okay, sounds good. So Encha Attack is an acrobatic train that is, this looks really cool. It's like looks like a skateboarding sort of style with a train though. So you're on a track, you're skateboarding, well, you're what do trains do? Drive, ride? I don't know. You're driving around.
Ride the rails.
Yeah, riding the rails, literally, yes. And you're leaping and jumping and doing tricks. Kind of like, it reminds me of maybe Tony Hawk, sort of a Tony Hawk style game crossed with something like, I don't know, it's got like a Splatoon vibe to it, just from the colors and the music and that kind of youthful energy vibe, if that makes sense. What did you guys think? And then I'll tell you, I've tried the demo, so I'll tell you about that as well.
Well, it depends if Kirk watched the trailer for this one.
True. How do we know which ones you watched, Kirk?
This one I did not watch.
Okay.
Trev, take it away.
All right. Well, I didn't get a good sense of what the game was from the trailer, to tell you the truth. It was a little chaotic. I I thought the same thing you did, Gemma. I'm like, oh, it's Tony Hawkish. You're skating or even surfing, but instead of a board, it's a train. So, yeah, I don't know what to think of it.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that they have the demo, and
Mhm.
I think it's cool that you downloaded it. You're probably going to have the most games out of all of us again next year.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Um,
it does help my count.
yeah, I just don't know if it looks like a game I particularly enjoy, just because it looks so frantic and animated, and um, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, that makes sense. And I'm sorry, I should have said at the top of the show, we have some interference in the background. I'm sorry for the noise if it comes through. There's some construction work happening at my end. What was it? It's Pure Nintendo Towers, right, Kirk?
Yeah, we'll go
Yeah,
with that.
we'll go with that.
They're
So
fixing the
apologies.
helicopter pad on top of the
Yes, so
building.
hopefully it's not too distracting there. Yeah, so I did try the demo. I'm probably like you, Trev. I was a bit like, wow, this is pretty frantic. Maybe not exactly my style, but I do think I do like the look of it in terms of I think it will be popular with people who do like, your Tony Hawks and whatnot. So I downloaded the demo. It sort of says straight up that this is a demo. The game's still in production. It's not out till June the 17th. So they're still working on it. And they said, you might see some errors or something like that. I didn't see any errors. I actually had a lot of fun with it. It is very fast. So you're controlling the train. You go through this kind of tutorial. It's relatively easy to maneuver. It's just very quick. So you kind of have to have really good reflexes. Your train, just once you start, so you're starting at a stop, like the train is just stationary. You press the B button, the train moves. And then once it's moving, it just keeps moving. You can brake, but it doesn't stop completely. It just brakes while you're holding the button. And then when you release the button, it goes again. So you use the brake to do kind of corners, kind of like your power slides in Mario Kart sort of thing, which is pretty neat. There's jumps, so it does that automatically for you. And then you can do tricks while you're in the air. But you can also make it jump by holding down the ZR button. I really like some of the levels. There's probably 3 or 4 levels in the demo. The last one I did got really varied. So you starting sort of, it's set in Japan, which is really nice. The aesthetics are quite lovely. It's very cartoony and colorful and bright and vibrant. But at one point you go underground into this volcano-y area and you're dashing through rails there. Another point you're riding a Ferris wheel, like your train somehow lands on top of a Ferris wheel and the Ferris wheel detaches from its, base and then it's rolling and the train is on top and you can control the Ferris wheel. It looks like there's a lot to this, a lot more than just doing tricks, which was surprising to me. So I think the devs have done a really great job. I love the enthusiasm. I would definitely recommend trying the demo out if you like it, wishlist it. Another thing I like, I don't know that a lot of games do this, but at the end of the demo it says, thank you for playing, which is pretty common. But it takes you to the eShop, which some demos do because they want you to buy it. Fair enough. Tell me if you've seen this before, but it says, it's got a button that says wishlist this. And I know that's a very Steam thing to do, but on the Switch, I've not noticed that before. But it obviously takes you to the eShop where you can, click on the heart and you can wishlist it. But I thought that was really neat. I wishlisted it, just why not? Have you seen that before in a demo? In a Switch demo?
I don't know if I'm the one to know, because I don't download that many demos.
Kirk?
But I don't recall seeing that specifically. I've seen them prompt you to go to the eShop, but
Yeah.
you can wish list it from like the prompts right within the demo itself.
No. So the prompt takes you to the eShop just like as if you were buying it. But it's more just the language, I suppose. It says wishlist this.
Okay.
Which, you have to know how to do that. Maybe not everyone knows that the heart in the eShop is wishlisting, but we know. So anyway, I just thought it was a nice little touch. Yeah. So we'll move on because we have 15 games to cover 17 games in 15 minutes. Can we do that? I've already taken much more.
Well, we can't. But
Yeah. Anyway, next game up was called My Little Puppy, which looks like a really cute game about doggy heaven, which sort of seems a bit sweet and sad maybe at the same time. It comes out on May the 29th. It's inspired by a real Welsh corgi, which is, the devs were holding the dog there, which is really cute. Anything to say? Did Kirk watch this trailer? We're going to ask this for every game now. Did Kirk watch this trailer?
I think what it should be is there's all, like, I can see the still image of the game, And I didn't watch Ensha Attack because I saw what looked like a dude with a skateboard, like you guys were saying, and I thought, okay,
Mhm.
not for me. I've never liked a skateboarding game.
Mhm.
And then for My Little Puppy, I did not watch this one because it looked too like it was aimed at people well below my age group. Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
possibly. I mean, possibly, yeah. It does look like a cuter game, but I mean, it depends on the player, I suppose. What do you think, Trev?
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to clarify I love dogs.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I don't want to give the false impression, but these quote unquote heartwarming games,
Mhm.
I rarely find them satisfying. I
Okay.
feel like they're more designed to tug at the heartstrings, and everyone deals with grief differently. I feel
Mhm.
like in recent years, games have tackled this subject, and
Mhm.
for me, it's been hit or miss, usually miss.
Okay.
Um, and but but even putting that preference of mine aside, just looking at it, I don't quite get, like, they're in doggy heaven, but yet there's dangers in the afterlife. Like it's mixed messaging, like, oh, cross the rainbow bridge, but you're not out of the woods yet because you'd be killed again, or like, how does that work? Is there doggy hell, or
I don't know. I mean, maybe I guess the story I'm not sure. Did they mention that someone like a human was in heaven and the dog had to help them or something?
well, that's the idea, right? They're trying to find their owner once their
Mm.
owner, I guess, died too. They can like smell him, but they made a point of saying there's dangers, and I get gameplay wise, you have to have some challenge to overcome, but thematically, I don't know how that's going to work. Seems
Mm.
muddled to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure well, I guess the plot would reveal that. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Did you ever see the movie Trev or Gemma? What Dreams May Come?
No, I don't think
Who was in it?
so.
Boy, Robin Williams
Oh.
and Max von Sydow.
Oh wow.
But the premise of that was Robin Williams dies and goes to heaven, or what the movie considers heaven, but his wife kills herself, so she goes to hell, and
Oh.
he has to journey from heaven to hell to save her. Maybe that's what's happening here.
Yeah, I feel like there's a rainbow bridge in the trailer. Maybe they're traversing, the gate to heaven or to purgatory or somewhere in between. Maybe? I'm sure
If
the
that's
plot
what's happening, Kirk, I think it probably is in your age bracket. That sounds pretty dark.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, see, now we're
That's
getting my kind
kinda
of
dark.
melodrama.
I think aesthetically it looks really nice. There's a bit where he jumps in front of the moon, the dog. I don't know if it's he or she actually, but the dog jumps in front of the moon. That looks pretty neat. I can tell the devs have put a lot of love into it, but you're right. It's going to affect different people different way. I haven't played a lot of these heart tugging type of games, so I don't have a lot of experience with them. It depends, yeah, on the person. It'll hit some people really well and closely, I guess, but others not so much. So yeah, we'll see. But thank you, Trev, for that insight, and Kirk for the movie reference. So May 29th, that one's for Switch. That one. So because some of these are for Switch 2 and some for Switch 1 and some for both. So Heave Ho 2 was next, and this has 8 balls to explore. You create chains together. I have not heard of Heave Ho 1. Have either of you heard of that?
I have. We
Yeah,
reviewed it
did
for
we?
Pure Nintendo.
Oh, okay. How did it?
Kirsty reviewed the original game,
Yeah,
and she scored it highly. I think it was 8.5.
yeah, cool. Okay. I mean, it looks neat. It's like
But
a platformer, like a side-scrolling kind of thing, and you have to work together to get across these tricky platforms. Sorry, what were you going to say, Trev?
oh, I was going to say, maybe the reason you haven't heard of it, and one of my worries, is that was 7 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
that's a pretty long gap
Yeah, that's huge.
between games. And I wonder, are they going to still have an audience? Because, I mean, this game looks like a fun multiplayer game, but I don't think it's that much to look at. And, they also emphasize like how you need pinpoint timing.
Mhm.
And I just worry, like, if you're playing this game online, even if there's lag for half a second, is that going to mess up your chain? Are you going
Mm.
to fall apart? So I feel like those things combined with the fact that it's been 7 years, since the original, this game might have its work cut out for it. So I hope they can market it well, and so people that you know had forgotten about the original or even missed the original will take a look at this one and be like, "Hey, I want to check it out."
Yeah, yeah, that's a really good point because the level design looks quite varied. There's one where they're in a spaceship. There's some pretty cool looking bits and bobs there. It comes out, when was it? Sorry, summer, that one. They don't really have a date for this one. So summer 2026. Switch 1 and 2, when they say Switch 1 and 2, I don't know if that means there's a Switch 2 version, because you don't really need to say it's for Switch 2 if it's for Switch 1, but they made a point of saying that, so I'm guessing there's a Switch 2 version. Anyway, 8 worlds to explore is quite a lot. It does look tricky but fun. Did they say how many players it was? Was it 4 or 8 or something? I didn't write that down.
Oh,
But
I
yeah,
forget.
local and online. I guess local might be easy, like you said. If there's lag, that's going to affect things, because you really do. You sort of link to your teammates, right? And you swing between these platforms and have to stick to them. It's a bit like, there is a Mario Party game a bit like that. Kirk, you probably, or both of you might know that one. I think from the latest Mario Party, where you do 2v2, and you have to, one of you lets go and you swing down, and you have to press a button right as you hit the next thing to hold on,
Oh yeah,
and then the
yeah.
next person lets go,
Yeah.
and it's a bit, that's what it reminds me of, just like a whole game based on that. So yeah, it could be fun. We'll see. Moonlighter 2 was the
Wait, did
next.
we
Oh,
establish if Kirk watched this
oh,
trailer?
sorry, Kirk. Did you watch that one?
No, and I think because of what Trev says, like you look at the image for that one, I'm like, I don't think these graphics appeal to me, and I moved on.
Okay. Fair enough. We'll get to one soon that you did watch. This one's another sequel, Moonlighter 2. And again, I don't really remember Moonlighter 1, but this is Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, which is sort of I guess, a top-down RPG style of game.
You know why you don't remember Moonlighter, Gemma?
Is it 7 years old as well?
It's 8 years
Oh, really?
between releases. This is another game that we reviewed highly,
Yeah?
but
Okay.
I mean, 7, 8 years. These are long gaps.
Yeah,
Like
very long.
and like a game like Metroid, right? It'll get away with it reluctantly because it has an existing audience that's built up over decades. These indie games, I just hope that they find an audience. And I mean, a gap doesn't necessarily kill an indie game, right? I mean, look at Silk Song. How long was that between
Yeah, that was the
Hollow Knight?
example.
So
Yeah, that's a good example.
I hope they can pull it off. I'm cheering for him. I really am.
Yeah, yeah, it's a really good point. And it does look like, this looks like a really nicely made game. Like, the graphics are really nice. It's kind of got a bit of a, how would you describe it aesthetically? It's sort of not colorful exactly. It's not that bright. It's kind of dull, but not in a bad way.
It's
Do you
got
know what I
that
mean?
indie look. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But it looks really good. It looks polished. I don't know. It looks like there's a lot to do in it. Like you said, the first one we rated quite well, or highly. So
I think we give it a
yeah,
9.
yeah, right. There you go. So this one presumably would be similar. And if they've had that long to work on it, one of the things with indie studios, and I guess that's the reason Hollow Knight took, or the sequel to Hollow Knight took so long, is it's just such a small team. Probably, I don't know why they took quite that long, but I guess they really worked hard on it. Maybe that's all the team has been doing for 8 years, is working on the sequel. I don't know. I don't know the team well enough to know the
And
answer to that.
that's why they got to find an audience. Because if they're putting
Yeah,
all their eggs into this basket of
yeah, yeah.
Moonlighter, right?
Because I think Hollow Knight is probably the exception rather than the rule, right? Like, that was phenomenally successful, and people were clamoring for a sequel. So yeah, I do hope they find success. But it does look really nice. That one's a Switch 2 title, apparently. So that's probably why the trailer does actually look quite neat. And sorry, did we ask Kirk, did you watch this one? I can't remember if we asked, sorry.
This one I did,
Yeah?
because there's a game, and I was going to look it up right afterwards, because I think I played it on the Nintendo. I know I played it on the Mac, or even the iPad or iPhone. But anyway, the visuals of this game reminded me of that, and I wish I could recall the title right now to share. but I did like the way this one looks. Like Trevi said, it's got kind of an indie feel to it, but looks a little more polished.
Mm.
And it looks like a world that I think I could get into. So this is one I'm keeping my eye on. Yeah, I like these kind of like, I don't want to say shorter, but I like these kind of adventure games that aren't the 110-hour adventure games that
Yeah.
I tend
Yeah.
to fall into.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of indie thing appeals to me.
Yeah. Perfect. I love that. Thank you, Kirk. I agree. I do agree. Let's move on to the next one, which is called Woodo, which is described as a cozy diorama puzzle game. At first, I thought this was going to be another sort of sim game, not to diss on Sims, but there's a lot. And some of these directs we see, it's like sim, sim, sim. This one didn't really have that, but this at first I thought was that, but it's not. It's a puzzle game, and it looks really cute. And the main character is called Foxy the Fox. It has mouse controls. It's for the Switch 2 version, the Switch 1 and 2 version. Comes out in summer 2026, and looks like you kind of have to place pieces into a 3D environment to fill them out, kind of thing. What did you think of this one, Trev? I'm guessing, I don't know. I shouldn't guess. I don't think Kirk watched this one. Would be my
I
guess.
do. This one I did.
You did? Okay. Well, maybe, Kirk, you can go first then, for once.
This was the first one I watched.
Oh, there you go. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, well, it kind of threw me because I really like the look of it.
Mhm.
Because I feel like they nailed the whole wood grain feel. And I don't to me it they kind of did that in a way that what was the Kirby game that had like the yarn, Kirby's Epic Yarn,
Oh.
the way they totally nailed that aesthetic, and these guys got that. So I thought,
Mm.
well, this could be like a fun little thing, and I thought also, this is a game Sophie might like. So I
Yeah.
wanted to hop into it to see if I could suggest it to her. I the gameplay took me by surprise. Like, it's kind of like just a puzzle. Like, there are colorless forms, and you're kind of like taking the matching shape and putting on it, and that provides color to the
Mm.
picture. And then eventually you do this with all of them, and you kind of like bring this little like wooden diorama to life by applying the color to it in that way. So the game isn't what I thought it was going to be, but it looked like it could be like a fun little quiet puzzle game to play with before bed, as Trev says.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trev does say that, don't you, Trev?
Well, that's why I eat my dinner early, because I go to bed early and play
Yeah.
games.
Yeah. What do you have thoughts on this one, Trev?
Uh, yeah, a little bit. Cozy. I was joking earlier about like heartwarming is kind of and grief are like a new genre. I feel like cozy's trying to be too. It's like the new gaming buzzword. I feel like so many games want to be cozy, and
Yeah.
I I generally am not overly keen on that because, from my experience, I think it can give devs an excuse to be a bit aimless, if that makes sense. But at least here it does look focused with the puzzles.
Mm.
My main concern, what they showed of the puzzles, and you can only show so much in a little trailer, but it looked very simple.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
I'm
that
hoping
is
this
true. Yeah.
isn't. Yeah, I'm hoping it's just not a little kids game. I'm hoping that it expands so that young and old can enjoy it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with a lot of what Kirk said, and I also think it's cool that indies are trying to embrace mouse controls because this game does have
Yeah.
mouse controls.
Yeah. I agree. It was nice to see quite a few games mention that recently, in this tract as well. I think I had the same thought, Trev. I thought that's really good because it could have come across as just a gimmick, but it seems like it's being embraced and it's working well. I hope, but people maybe are enjoying the use of it. Maybe we should do a poll on that. Do you like mouse controls on your Switch 2? Yes or no?
I feel like indies and third parties maybe are trying to use it a little more creatively than even Nintendo
Mm,
themselves.
mhm. You're right. It does look a bit simple, and I guess just cozy and simple are sometimes maybe interchangeable. But I think graphically, it looks lovely, like really, really nice. Like you were saying,
Mm.
Kirk, the wood just it looks really, really nice. They've done a really great job with the design, and maybe it is meant to be simple, and maybe that's okay. Maybe it is just a game before bed, and you just have fun putting objects into 3D objects and filling them out and making them look nice. And maybe that's what people want. So if that's the case, then great. yeah, we'll see if there's more to it. It looks like there's a little world map, so there's obviously little sections to go to, or at least different dioramas to fill out. We don't know how many there will be. Presumably there will be quite a few if it's that kind of simple game. Yeah, but it comes out in summer 2026, so we'll keep an eye on that one and see when it has a release date. Let's move on to the next one, which is called Mini Shoot Adventures. And this was probably the highlight for me, I think, this one. This one just spoke to me. I love the look of it. It's a twin stick shooter, but it's with a difference. It's actually out now, so it was out just after the Indie Direct. So it's already available if you want to buy it. We are reviewing it. Well, I'm reviewing this one actually, so very excited about that. I have started playing it. Before I guess I get into my impressions, my actual hands-on impressions, did you guys, Kirk, did you watch this one?
No, I did not.
You didn't? What? Twin
No.
stick shooter? You're not into shooters that much, I guess, right? A little bit. I thought you were into shooters.
To an extent, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I skipped this one. I sometimes I just do things for no reason.
That's okay. It's kind of like the thing I like about it, and tell me if you agree with this, Trev. It's sort of an RPG crossed with a shooter. So it's the top-down perspective, which some shooters are already top-down. That's fine, but it looks like a Zelda, like an early Zelda game or a top-down Zelda game, light, crossed with a shooter. So you're going around town shooting enemies as you would instead of Link using his sword, but you're interacting with other people and you're upgrading like an RPG. Trev, what did you think? Did this capture your attention or is it just me?
No, I thought it was one of the better looking titles. For me, at least from a gameplay perspective. I honestly, I didn't think about what you were saying about Zelda, but now that you say that, I can kind of visualize it. So I think I get what you're meaning. I generally do like twin stick shooters. Not that I play a ton of them, but those that I play, I like. And uh, what was cool looking about this one is it looked really fluid. It didn't appear like you were like plotting. It looks like you can turn on a dime, which I really appreciate. Or I imagine if I played this, I would appreciate it. I'll probably wait to read your review and see if I want to wish list it. But I'll ask you this, Gemma, because you watched the trailer for this one or watched it during the showcase. Did you think the commentator said Bullet Bill instead of Bullet Hell?
Oh, I didn't catch that. I'll have to
I
rewatch
listened
it.
to it a couple times, and I'm like,
Really?
are they not allowed to say hell in a indie direct? Because I swear
Oh.
she said Bullet Bill. Listeners, if you heard that too, let me know I'm not crazy. But
I mean, I heard Bullet Hell, but I really only watched that one time, so it's
oh, see, I
possible.
watched it a few because I'm like, no, that can't be right. I must just have Mario on the brain. And then I listened to it again. I'm like, no, I swear.
That's funny. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it now and check.
And now, Kirk, you're going to have to watch it if only for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'll have to put on my good headphones and sort this out.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I really love this game so far. I'm only a short way into it, but it's really well designed. And like I said, it sort of couples those two genres. Mostly it's a twin stick shooter, but just the look of it, it just looks like you're exploring a Hyrule type of world, with the trees and the caves. There's water to cross, there's secrets to uncover. It's really well done. I'm really enjoying it. And like you said, it's fast, it's fluid. You can dash as well, but you can turn on a dime, like you said. The controls really good. Another thing I really like is it's really accessible. There are 3 difficulty levels, and then on top of that, you can actually even turn on in the settings invincibility if you're finding it too hard, and you can turn on auto fire. There's 3 different types of auto fire, so you don't even have to shoot if you don't want to. You can just enjoy exploring. So there's a lot of different ways to play this. It does get quite intense sometimes. I've done some battles where you only have 3 hearts, at least at the start. It does get pretty tricky. Like, it is a bullet hell. Like, there are bullet hell elements for sure. So
Bullet Bill.
Bullet Bill. There's bullet bill elements, yeah. But yeah, you can upgrade every time you collect, every time you sort of shoot an enemy, or there's little piles of these kind of red gems to collect. So you can use them to upgrade your weapons. There's different ways to do that. You can upgrade your damage or your range or your speed. There's quite a few different ways to do that. You can also purchase new guns that give you more, like 2 bullets or a bigger bullet. You can see in the trailer. there's quite a lot to it, so I'm quite enjoying my time with it so far. I will write up my review as soon as I can, of course, but it is out now, and there is a Switch 2 version. I've been playing the Switch 1 version because I wanted to try that first. The Switch 2 version is just a free upgrade, so it doesn't matter which one you purchase, but they gave us a Switch 1 code and then said you have to download the Switch 2 upgrade. So I thought I'll try the Switch 1 version first, then I'm going to download the Switch 2 upgrade and then compare it. Just
That's
to see
a good idea.
difference. Yeah, I thought that was cool. Yeah, so stay tuned for more on that one. But yeah, so far so good. Next up is the Midnight Walk, which is, I think it's a first-person shooter. I put a question mark there because I wasn't really sure. This one is a Switch 2 title. It comes out on March the 26th, and it certainly looked like it was from a first-person perspective. But I think, is this the one that was kind of like crossed with, it was a really short trailer, this one, but it's kind of a nightmarish looking game, almost like a Little Nightmares, maybe even more hardcore than that, but from a first person perspective. And I don't think they even spoke, the devs didn't really speak during this trailer, did they? But it's kind of got that sort of Tim Burton-y look to it, that sort of,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking almost right away.
Yeah. Did you watch this one, Kirk?
I didn't. I should have, because I do see that they the elements are like sculpted in clays. The whole game like claymation,
Looks like it, yeah.
or an effect, a claymation effect. So I
Yeah.
dig that. I've seen that in some other games that I thought were fun, but no, didn't. I will correct the issue of not watching this trailer.
Yeah. And Trev, did you have thoughts on this one? Even though it was very short little trailer, this one. Teaser, really.
You know, what's funny? I had I'm looking at a little doc with just a few notes I scratched, you know, nothing comprehensive, but I actually had the title as The Midnight Dark. So when you said walk, I'm like,
Oh.
wait a minute. And I checked and you are correct. I think subconsciously I put that because the game looks so dark. And I don't just mean like thematically, but even in terms of the actual lighting. And I mean, I get it. You're playing as like this little lantern of sorts, but this particular trailer didn't sell me on it because I don't know if it's just my middle-aged eyes. I don't want a game that's too dark. I want to be able to see.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that that was, you know, just a choice to highlight some of the themes of the game, and that levels or stages will expand to a brighter thing. But I don't know. Did you think, was that something that crossed your mind looking at it? Like, it's very shadowy, very hard to see.
Yeah, it is definitely very shadowy. I think some scenes in particular are quite dark. Yeah, like when you're sort of looking, there's a, I don't know, like looks like an abandoned town or something. And there's this face running at you, like a spider leg type thing. That's pretty dark. And there's some streetlights that provide some light in certain sections. But yeah, the rest is quite dark. So yeah, interesting. Midnight Dark. There we go.
Yeah, it was a subconscious thing because I'm like, why did I write that? And that's got to be the reason.
Yeah. Like I said, didn't really say a lot about this one. It was a very short teaser, but it is out pretty soon, like this month. It is a Switch 2 version, so that means, you know, it should run really well, and it is first person, which we don't get a lot of first person shooters. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know, maybe not my style, but certainly interesting, and could be good. We'll see. Once Kirk actually watches it, we'll see what he thinks too.
You know, it's probably good I didn't watch a lot of these, because we're 34 minutes
I
into
know,
the podcast
I know.
and not even halfway through this list.
Yeah, we're going to get a move on. Well, next up is Rotwood, which is the guys I think they were from maybe Canada, was it? And they were talking about trying to recapture the spirit of the good times of gaming, where they'd sit, you know, next to their friends and play locally. And it's a side-scrolling brawler. It's out now actually for Switch 2. It looks like a typical sort of side scroller with, you know, brawling elements. Did Kirk watch this one?
No.
How many did you watch?
Well, we're loaded at the end.
Okay. All right. I don't have much to say about this one. It looks decent, I suppose, for a brawler. Did you have anything to add, Trev? To Rotwood?
Not really. I guess this is where we can pick up the pace when we get to a game I don't have much to say on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just say I'm glad that the devs are Nintendo supporters
Yeah.
and they seem to have enthusiasm, even if this particular game didn't speak to me.
Yeah. I think it looks nice. It's kind of got some cartoony elements. It kind of looks like they're almost 2D characters in a 3D world a little bit. Like they're not quite Paper Mario, but a little bit flat, if that makes sense. But it's just that style. But it's very colorful, lots of upgrade abilities and stuff like that. I think it'll find an audience. I like that it's multiplayer. I like that they really emphasize teamwork in this one. So yeah, it is out now. So I'd love to know if anyone's playing it. So if listeners are already playing this one, please do let us know.
I'm not sure why they feel the need to recapture the spirit of this kind of game because there are a lot of these kind of games out there right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that's
Like
true.
I don't think we're missing like local 4-player brawling
Mm.
games.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. They
Mm.
must have just felt like they wanted to put their stamp on it, maybe, and
But
make it their way. I don't know. But
and
yeah,
I'm all for it.
yeah. Next up is Blighted, which is from the makers of Guacamole. They said an action RPG, 2-player co-op local online. It comes out in fall 2026 for Switch 2. The name Guacamole caught my attention. I feel like Trev, did I mix one? I did mix. I missed one. There's mixtape in there. I didn't write that one down. Oops.
Yeah, I was
Sorry
wondering.
about
I
that.
didn't even realize that you had skipped it, but
Yeah, I'm looking at the trailer as I'm talking, and I'm like, that's not the same game. Mixtape. I think this was like a 3D adventure type of game. They're driving a car. The skateboarding elements. Did you watch this one,
uh,
Kirk?
ye- uh, uh,
Trev
oh,
has something to
sorry.
say. Let's go with Trev.
Yeah, I'll be quick, but this, believe it or not, was probably the most intriguing
Hmm.
looking game to me. Now, having said that, the game's only 2 months away, and what they showed was a very small teaser. I feel like they should have shown a bit more about what the game actually is because I don't have any idea what it's really based
Mm,
on that small teaser. So it succeeded in piquing my interest, but as a marketing promotion, I think it kind of failed. And the fact
yeah.
that it didn't even make your list maybe indicates that.
I don't even remember seeing this one. I don't know how I missed it. I watched the
It was
direct.
short.
I
It was
must have
short.
like looked away for a second, completely missed it. Aesthetically, it does look pretty good, doesn't it? It's sort of a bit more realistic. And maybe is it set in the 80s because that's why it's called mixtape or not? I'm not sure.
I don't know, 80s or maybe 90s, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love there's a quick little scene of like the kids or the teens like flying like
Hmm.
over a city and it's like, oh, this is like when I have a good dream. This is what it's like. So,
Yeah, that's right. Hmm.
but yeah, I need to see more. And like these devs can't assume that people are like on their forums or on their Discord or checking out their, for Nintendo fans, we might only know these games from directs. So give us something to
Mm.
go on, guys.
Yeah. Well, technically, if anyone was counting, that means there's actually 18 games. So, because I just counted my list and I missed that one. So, even more games in 15 minutes. Kirk, did you have anything to add to that one? Mixtape.
Yeah, I did watch this one because, curiously enough, I saw that it was called Mixtape, and I saw that they mentioned that one of the bands that's included in it is Devo, and I thought, well, all
Oh,
right, let's see what other songs are on here. I
Hey,
agree
where
with
was
you
that?
guys. Like, I didn't get a feel for what the game is at all.
mhm.
But Gemma, I don't know if you saw, but it also features music from the Smashing Pumpkins.
I did not know. How did I miss that?
Yeah.
That's
I didn't
cool.
see that either, and I watched it.
Well, yeah, I'm on the website now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Ah, so there's
see,
more
that's what I
details.
mean. That's what
Yeah.
I mean. This is the type of stuff they need to be really highlighting in the trailer. Because
Yeah,
I
for
didn't go to the
sure.
website, I would have missed it.
Mm, that's pretty cool. So Devo, they're more of an 80s band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, although curiously, they're playing a concert near me in about a month.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely an '80s band that went on. They also list Roxy Music, which was a '70s band.
Oh, they're all over.
Lush was '90s, I believe. Iggy
Yeah.
Pop's all over the place. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, '80s, '90s. We'll go with that kind of vibe, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, if it's doing 90s bands like Pumpkins and Lush, then I guess it's set in that time period, but obviously throwing back to older songs as well.
Does the
That's cool.
website have a
Mm.
rating? I'm just curious with these lyrics for some of these bands. I'm just curious if this is going to get an M just solely
It
on lyrics.
it doesn't list it. Although the funny thing too, it says at the top, mixtape, make out, sneak out, hang out. So Maybe it does need an M rating.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised. I've seen tame games get high ratings based solely on music lyrics. So
Yeah, that's really cool, and that that makes sense because it's called mixtape. If they've got good music in the game, that's awesome. Like, that's
how do
really
they
cool.
license it all? I would think
Yeah,
that'd be
that's a
expensive.
really good question. Yeah, I don't know, but it is a good question. And it comes out in May. I think it's May the 7th, so it's not. Yeah, like you said, it's a couple months off. I hope they do market a bit more because this could be something special, really, couldn't it?
It could
They
be.
need to
And
have
it's
Kirk
published by
market for 'em.
Annapurna Games, and they have put out some really cool games before, like very distinctive games. So I trust them as a publisher.
Yeah. Well, I just want to apologize for missing it. I wasn't deliberate. I didn't miss it out of spite or anything like that. Like, I put all the games on the list that I saw. I just must have missed this one somehow. So
You're more of a
sorry.
compact disc person, huh?
Yeah. Vinyl. Give me vinyl. I
I
just like
want I
saying
want
I
I
just like
want
saying vinyl.
mixtape on 40 Game Boy carts.
Yeah. Well, we did get someone a comment saying that they would do that for, was it Mega Man? I think they would do the mixtape.
Yeah,
They
that's
would do
awesome,
the
man. I
yeah,
love the Mega Man tunes.
yeah. I said I think Kirk actually would do it for Fire Emblem. I do think he would.
I would do it for Zara, the Fastest Fairy.
Yes.
How many songs
Oh
were
my
in that game?
gosh.
You only
I
need a
don't
couple
care.
bits.
Just that one.
You just need the one.
All you
That's all you
need.
need.
And that's your theme song. That's all you need.
That's all you need. Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Uh,
Okay, well, let's move on to Blighted, which, sorry, I did mention earlier. This is from the makers of Guacamole, which I feel like, Trev, were you a fan of Guacamole?
I never actually played it. I remembered
Okay.
it because I feel like it was a big back when they called them Nindies, like it was
Mm.
big on the Wii U or whatever, but I never played it.
Mhm. That's okay, me neither. I just, for some reason, I had it in my head that you were a fan, but maybe it was just we were a fan of Nindies, and that was an indie game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blighted is from those makers. It looks like it's coming out in fall 2026. It's 2-player co-op, local online. It's sort of an action RPG. Did Kirk watch this one?
Nope.
Okay. Trav, anything to add to this one? Looks like a top-down kind of experience. Big
This is another
battles.
one I probably don't have much to say on, except that I do think the Western setting is kind of cool because
Mhm.
I feel like devs, as a rule, can be so into like fantasy settings or like an
Mm.
industrial war zone type setting. It's nice to see them use a theme that's not overly saturated in gaming.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, definitely. I think it looks pretty neat. Yeah, it looks like a lot of roguelites that I see floating around, but it's not that. I don't think it's not randomized levels or anything. I don't think. Anyway, I want to keep
The
an eye
next
on.
game is roguelike.
Oh yeah, right. There you go. Next up is, what do we got next? Is it Dead Zone? Dead Zone. Rogue?
Dead
Did I
Zone
write that
Row.
down?
It's right in the name. It's
Yeah.
roguelike.
Rogue shooter. It's got mouse controls. Again, another one that's embracing the power of the mouse. Comes out pretty soon, March the 17th, which is, only a week or so away. What did we think about this one? Did Kirk watch this one?
No.
Yeah, okay.
You said you were loaded up at the Ed, Kirk. What happened?
He means
I'm loaded up on one game that I'm really into.
Okay, that's cool. What did you think, Trev? This is like a first-person perspective, this one, isn't it? Oh, that's right. This is like a combination of first-person. It's a first-person roguelite, which is pretty rare, I guess.
Yeah, I love sci-fi, but I do not, as a rule, enjoy roguelikes as much as maybe say you, Gemma, or others. But I feel like I'm getting redundant. This is another game like that Tim Burton type game where I feel like it was just too dark.
This one
And
is pretty dark, yeah.
I hope they can nail, in my experience, even more than outstanding visuals or perfect frame rate. I think lighting is something that's very challenging for devs to nail successfully. If they can do it, then kudos. But yeah, it just looked a little too dark for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not into first-person shooters really, so it doesn't appeal to me particularly. But I am glad to see a shooter on here and a sci-fi shooter at that, because I think some people do love those, and it has the mouse controls, like I said, so it's a Switch 2 game. It will have an audience, and that's great. I hope it does. I really do. It's not, yeah, like I said, it's not for me, but I hope other people really enjoy it. I hope they like it. I hope it's not too dark for them. Yeah. And I mean, I do like roguelites to a degree, and Kirk and I have talked about this. Like, we've been converted a little bit, but they're not all created equally, I don't think. Some are better than others. Yeah. They can be really frustrating, I find. I do prefer level-based games, like with levels that I can conquer, like that I can practice and conquer. But I do like roguelikes as well from time to time.
And there's roguelikes, and then there's roguelites. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not even
true.
sure what the difference is, but
We will save that for another episode, maybe.
yeah.
Let's move on to Grave Seasons, which comes out in summer 2026 for the Switch. And this one is, I guess, another top-down-ish kind of experience where you're digging up graves. Is that his job? He's a grave digger, this kid?
Like Dampé from Zelda.
Yeah. There's the amiibo for you. That's the one I want.
Oh man.
Did Kirk watch this one?
I didn't, but I got a press release on it, so I looked at it afterwards, mainly because I like the twist on this one. That it's got a farming sim. It looks like a cozy farming sim, we'll say.
Yeah.
Except that someone in the town where you're living is a serial killer.
Yeah,
So
right. There you go.
you still farm. There's still romance. You're still doing the things you would do in, say, Stardew Valley, but people are going to die.
Yeah. That is an intriguing twist there. I do like that. So summer 2026, we'll keep an eye out for the release date on that one. Next up is, sorry, Trev, no, you already spoke on that one, didn't you? You're good?
I don't think I did, but I don't
Do
have
you want to?
much
Sorry.
to say. But see, it's interesting. These last games were kind of in
They were
like a
very
sizzle
quick.
reel.
Yeah, they were very
And
fast.
I didn't even catch that the town had a serial killer.
No,
Like,
me neither.
I'm like, so that makes
maybe
it slightly more
Yeah,
interesting
it
to me.
does. Maybe that was in the press release. Kirk's got even though you didn't watch some of these, you've delved a bit deeper into some of them. So,
I guess
yeah.
I'm more of a reader than a video guy.
Yeah, there you go. That's cool. Next up is Unrailed 2, Back on Track. They had to put that in, didn't they? Again, I don't really know Unrailed 1, but anyway, May 2026, this one comes out. But there is a demo. It's out now. It's available for Switch 1 and 2. I did try the demo, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty hard. It's not what I thought. I thought it was. I mean, it is and it isn't. There's a train, and you have to build tracks and get the train to places, right? So it's that kind of puzzle game. But you're also a little. Well, for some reason you're a giraffe, but you're a little character walking around. I assume the full game has other characters, but in the demo you're a giraffe, a little tiny little giraffe walking around on this level, on each level, and you actually have to craft the tracks before you place them down. So it's not just, normally these train type games, you're just looking down on a section of land and you maneuver the tracks and make them connect, whatever. This one you have to run around and actually, you've got to mine the rocks to get the ore, and then you've got to chop down the trees to get the wood, and then you've got to put them into the thing and make tracks, and then you've got to pick up the tracks and move them over to the land where the train is uncontrollably lurching forward for some reason. So then the train gets hot and you've got to pick up a bucket and go to the river and get some water, and then you've got to dump the water on the train so it doesn't overheat. It's kind of stressful, honestly. So I found it really hard at first. I don't know if it's just me, but I could not work out what to do. And the tutorial does explain it, but I was just like, what am I doing? I do not know what's going on here. It seemed like a very Hayden recognized it, my son. He's like, oh yeah, they've got this on Roblox or something. I'm like, oh yeah, can you tell me what to do? What do I do?
Mm-hmm.
But eventually I worked it out and I got through a few levels, and then I got stuck on this other level. Did it a few times and I couldn't do it, so I turned it off. So that's not to say it's a bad game. That's just me. I don't think I'm the target audience, but it is. I like the cross between the puzzle and the crafting. I'm just not super into crafting. I think it's very Minecrafty. But yeah, did you guys have anything to add to that?
Well, I certainly do.
Yes. Okay. Please go
Yeah,
then.
this is the game I wanted to talk about
Okay. Oh, I'm
because
sorry, Kirk. I took over. You should have gone. You should have led with this one.
I reviewed the original back in 2020 for
Oh, there you
Pure Nintendo.
go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
What?
and I had a great time with this game.
Okay.
It's yeah, the funny thing about it is the train, at least I haven't done the demo for the new one, but the train moves really slow.
It is very
Um,
slow. Yes.
slowly. We'll get my adverbs right. Moves slowly. Um, but it doesn't feel that way at all
Oh
because
no.
there are so many things you have to do, and what you have to do keeps changing, and what you have to get to, like when you need to get the water to cool down the engine, you may not have quick access to the water, so
Mm,
then you've got
mhm,
to do something else to get there.
mhm.
Bringing these back, when you're playing this with other people, I played it with my kids, and it's just nuts. I mean, we were screaming at each other, in a friendly way.
Yeah.
Um, but you got to get this. We need to. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just total chaos as the train starts to pick up. And I really love the premise of they're creating this railroad track, and the people with the money who want to get the train going aren't even waiting for you to finish the track. They're like, no, we're going to deliver this now. You guys are going to figure this out on the way, or you're all going to lose your jobs. So in a way, it feels like America.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. And like Trevor was saying, 6 years down the road, I didn't expect there would ever be an Unreal 2, but here we are.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yes, I love that. And I think I asked Hayden to play it with me last night. He said no, but he was watching, and he said to me before bed, he's like, "I want to play that Unreal 2 with you tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm going to play it again with him because I do think that would be fun and potentially a bit easier as well. Like I said, I did like the combination of elements. It was just hard for me, but I'm looking forward to playing it with Hayden. So that one is when May 2026. So hopefully you can review this one too, then Kirk, and you can compare them.
Yeah, I would like to. That'd be fun.
Do you think what's with the giraffe? Is he just? Can you change people in the first one?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there are, and you want to make sure your characters are very distinctive from one another when you're doing multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, or else
Yeah.
you'll get lost on who you even are.
Yeah. Well, I did the tutorial and I must not have read it properly because I'm like walking around with an axe going, what am I doing? What do I? I did it again and it says, use the axe to chop down the wood. I'm like, okay, whoops. I did not pay attention. So yeah, it's more about time management, isn't it, really? I guess.
Yeah, it's about making the right decision, getting to the right thing on time, because there will be multiple things going wrong with the train that you've got to solve
Mm.
to make sure that you're able to lay down the track, but also keep the train running.
Yeah, because in the last level that I quit, you have to build a bridge to get over the
Mhm.
water, and then obviously you got to lay the wood down, and then you got to put a track on top of it as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it gets pretty stressful, but it's
And you have to figure out paths, how you're going to get from here to there. Sometimes it makes more sense to lay more track down, so it allows you more time to
mm,
do the other things you're going to have to do. There's a lot of strategy in it.
yeah. I will say when it clicked, when I got what I was doing, when I understood that the little things I was chopping were the wood I needed to place down, it made a lot of sense, and it was satisfying when I did finish levels. So that was good. Yeah. Cool. Anything to add, Trev? Were you happy with Kirk's and
Um,
my summation there?
no, I feel like I played games, not this particular one, but games similar, and they've been fun. And I like trains, so I'll probably reread Kirk's review from
Mm.
what was it, 6 years ago? What's with all these
Yeah.
gaps? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Well, and developers need more time. They don't have the money.
They do, they do.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And next up is another sequel, which is Toem 2. And again, I do not know Toem at all. I don't know if you guys are aware of Toem. This was another very quick one, I believe, with the frog little character, sort of a black and white aesthetic. Sorry, who was that? Was it Kirk? Were you familiar with this one?
No.
No, Trev, familiar?
It didn't ring a bell.
No, okay, yeah. I don't know either. So this one again, it was so short, so it looks like it's another top-down kind of thing. But there's a camera element at play. You have to take photos. It looks kind of well designed though, even though it's kind of this very what would you call it, like a sepia tone, like a black and white, like a almost what's that genre of movies where it's the black and white, detective movies. What do you call those?
Oh,
Film
cinema
noir.
noir.
Yeah, kind of like that. So it's summer 2026 for the Nintendo Switch, this one. So still a bit of a ways off. No actual release date, but yeah, it is looking pretty interesting. Any comments from either of you?
Nah.
Yeah, okay. I like that you're playing as a frog. I think that's kind of cool. Something different. Next up is Inconbini. I love Konbini. That's like the convenience stores in Japan. Konbini. This is, I guess a shop simulator type of deal. They say one store, many stories. The Switch 1 and 2 versions, and it comes out on April the 30th. Kirk, did you watch this one?
Did not.
No? Trev, any thoughts on this one?
I did watch it, but if they want to pay me to play it, maybe I'll do that. But it just looked like work I did when I was younger.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
I know games like this have more to it. I'm kidding, of course. I've
Yeah.
played other simulator type games, and I hope there's some real quirky elements that maybe they didn't highlight in this
Mm.
rapid fire reel at the end of the direct.
Yeah, this is part of that. So not a lot to see, but if you like your shopping simulators, or not shopping, but shopkeeping simulators, it might be for you. Yeah.
Rotating the milk and
Yeah.
scanning the items at checkout, and
Yeah. Do you have to like change the date like a poo does in The Simpsons? Change the expiry dates.
or catch people who put candy on top of the donuts
Yeah.
that make them sprinkles.
Yeah.
A Jolly Rancher is not a sprinkle.
Yes, exactly.
Uh,
Oh, that's funny. Next up is Outbound, which is out on April the 23rd. And that has a demo out now as well. It says Switch 1 and 2. So there must be a version for each. I did try the demo, but I guess, did either of you have any thoughts on this one before I talk about my experience?
Go for it, Gemma.
Okay. Yeah, you're driving a camping van and you're camping, I suppose. I guess you could call it cozy as well. I like that at the start of the demo, you can choose your van. You can put your number plate on there. You can choose the color of the van. It looks like there are other vans to unlock in the full game, but in the demo, you just get the one style. But you can certainly change the color. You drive around lighting campfires, fixing things. There's a bit of a crafting element. Your van in the boot, like in the back. You don't call it the boot, do you? What do you call the back? The trunk? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the trunk.
I like
Uh,
boot though. It sounds classy.
yeah, okay, well, the boot. You have got like a crafting table, so you can, find wood and ore and you make a wrench. I don't know why you're out in the woods without a wrench, but you make a wrench to repair things. At night, there's a day-night element, so the sun goes down and then you go to sleep in your camper van. So it's pretty neat, I guess. Don't know that it's my style exactly, but I like the concept, and I like that they have put this together for that experience. Maybe people don't always get a chance to go out and enjoy the wild, the outdoors, whatever, the great outdoors. So yeah, it exists. It's there. It comes out in April. Try the demo if you're interested. I think it's probably worth trying if you're thinking about getting it. Why not? It's free. It looks like
I
this.
like that the van. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, you go.
I like that the van is based on a Volkswagen bus.
Yes.
When I was a kid in the 70s, we had one of
Did
those.
you?
So there's a bit of nostalgia there for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not going to play the game.
No, I probably won't play the full game, but the demo has been fun. I only played day one. I don't know how many days. I think it's unlimited. They said that you get to explore this one biome, I think they called it. And I think the full game, they said there's 3 biomes or 3 more biomes. I'm not sure exactly. I can't remember. Sorry. But yeah, you get to explore this one biome. I don't know if there's a day limit, but I did the first day and night kind of cycle, drove around a little bit, fixed a few things, explored, lit some campfires, etc. Picked up some litter for some reason, which is nice. I like that. I don't know where to put it though. Is it just sitting in my van, or is there a bin I can put it in? But yeah, there's collectibles and things like that. So yeah, it's kind of neat if you're into that sort of thing. Next up is Ratatan, which is a Switch 2 title. I didn't write anything down about this one. Comes out in July though. What do we got? Ratatan. This is the end of the sizzle reel, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't have much on these end games because they just went by so quickly.
They were so fast. Yes.
I wonder what determined which games got properly featured and which got stuck at the end.
Yeah, I don't know. And this one, I guess it's some sort of brawler. There's a lot of action on screen. Looks like a side-scrolling 2D kind of thing. It was really short, this trailer, so we don't really know what to expect. But it is a Switch 2 game, and it comes out in July. There's a lot of color and action happening. But let's go to the last game, which was, I guess a big surprise for a lot of people, is Blueprints. Now, I don't know this game, I'm sorry, but this is apparently a bit of an indie darling or a well-received title that's already out on other consoles or systems, maybe PC. Trev, Kirk, either of you familiar with this one?
I am not. I do know that we have a review code for it, though.
Yes.
So
Yes.
one of us is going to have to become familiar with it.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, we have a review code. It is out now, so it's already out. It's for Switch 2. Again, it has mouse controls. It looks pretty cool. It looks like a mystery game. So the mansion resets. I think it was at the end of every day, or was it at the end when you play? Every time you play, it resets. I think it was during the game though. Your goal is to find room 46, and there's clues to unravel. So it's a sort of mystery, maybe a point and click-ish type of game. Trevor, are you familiar with Blueprints before this
I am
announcement?
not.
No, okay.
Not until I saw this.
Yeah, me neither. That's interesting. But I guess it wasn't a Nintendo game, so we just went across it. But yeah, it is out now. Kirk, did you just have a revelation of some sort?
I did. It's a pun.
Oh.
The game name is a pun.
Oh, Blueprints. Oh my gosh, of course.
Trev, I can't believe you made me be the one to discover that.
I tell you, I
did not get that at all.
Good for you.
Yeah. Because it looks like you're shaping the rooms. Like you have to get to what am I looking at? You need to find, and if I'm repeating something before that you said, Gemma, I'm sorry because I was caught up in my revelation.
Yeah.
You have to find room 46 and you decide which room follows the room that you're in now, and you kind of have to create your own path. So you're basically building your own blueprint to get there.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
That's neat. It sounds really fun. I know it's been well received before this version came out on Switch 2. So I think it has a pretty good reputation. So yeah, it's exciting that it's on Switch 2. It dropped like the day of the direct, so it's already out. Maybe people are already playing it. Hopefully they are and enjoying it. Neither of us have started it, but we do have a code for it, so we will be reviewing it. Someone will be reviewing it, so stay tuned for our thoughts on it. Anything to add there, Trev?
Now I'm trying to figure out, is room 46 a pun of some sort?
Yeah, I don't know why 46. It's not 67. It should have been 67, honestly. But yeah, well, maybe we'll talk more about that once we can dive into it. But yeah, it does look pretty cool. Very different style of game. I love that this direct in general had quite a different mix of types of games. Usually we see like, there's a lot of RPGs, or there's a lot of Sims, or there's a lot of something. Pretty well rounded, I think. So any other thoughts on that before we do dive into a few other items before we close off the show?
I'm just looking forward to seeing which of these games that I didn't give much attention to are actually going to be the one to surface and become my favorite. I think the one that could most surprise me could end up being Ratatan.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's rhythm based, and when you add that into any kind of game, it always appeals to me a little more. So I'll be watching for that one.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yes. Thank you. Do we want to just rapid fire some news, because Nintendo is apparently suing the US government over tariffs? Trev, did you want to explain that at all?
No, I just saw this right before we started recording, actually.
Yeah.
So I didn't even read much beyond the headline, but
okay. Well, it's happening. It's
good for Nintendo, I guess.
Yeah.
If it means we pay less, I'll be excited. I just saw, actually, they had, you probably know it, Gemma, one of the Kirby Air Rider amiibos, I think it was King DDD, was on pre-order. And it's like $55 here in the States.
That's a lot.
An amiibo, and I'm like, how much of this is tariffs? I know it would be more expensive anyway because it has the little cart and all, but I mean, that's ridiculous. So if they can succeed and get prices more consumer friendly, everyone's going to be a winner.
Yeah. So let's stay tuned and see what happens with that. That's going to be interesting.
Does Kirk have a thought?
Well, like you, go Nintendo. There are going to be a lot of lawsuits that settle like this. The Supreme Court also said that the tariffs were unlawful recently, right? Or something
Yeah.
about it. I quit paying attention to this because it saddens my heart.
Mm.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I think we're going to see more of this, and I'm very happy to see Nintendo at the forefront of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's amazing. So thank you for sharing that news, Trev. Quickly, also, there is going to be a Mario movie direct on the 9th of March, which is the day that this podcast will launch. It will come out after this podcast because I think we launch early in the morning in the US and it's going to be on like at 2 p.m. or something like that, I think. So we'll talk about it next week. I guess it'll just be another trailer. Did they say how long it would be? Do we know? Did they give a time? Sometimes they say it'll be about
If
5
they did,
minutes.
I didn't catch it.
That's okay. They said they won't be talking about games though. They did say that. So there's no game news. So it's not Mario. They're not going to talk about Mario, the next Mario 3D game or anything like that. But with the movie coming out very soon, just a few weeks actually, and tickets apparently go on sale on Monday, the March the 9th. So maybe that's why they're timing it that way. Don't know. But yeah, we'll see what we see on Monday and we'll discuss it next week, of course. With the movie coming out very soon, yeah, we'll be talking about the movie once that's out and we have a chance to watch it as well. So looking forward to that. Let's move on to Kirk's Corner because I want to see what you have to tell us this week.
I don't have a lot of details on the game that I have now. It is called Kena Bridge of Spirits. I put it here mainly because as I talk, we could throw a video up of what's going on, and I want people to see it because it looks like a really cute, very cool, and action-oriented adventure. It won numerous awards in the Game Awards of 2021, so some of our players may already know it. But you are basically exploring. It looks like kind of a jungle setting, more or less, solving puzzles, engaging in combat. And there are like these little spirits that you're freeing in some way. Cute little, they're almost like Rayman kind of things, except not as goofy looking. What kind of goofy looking? Like kind of a cross between Raymans and Ewoks, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks like a cool kind of game, and once again falls into the category of titles that or the kind of thing I was looking forward to when the Switch 2 rolled out.
Yeah. Yeah. It does look lovely, doesn't it? Honestly.
Yeah.
And it's this spring. So that would be, when is that? What season are you in right now? Spring is soon for you. That's coming up.
It's only
That's
a
the
couple
next
weeks
season.
away.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It could push all the way up into June, but usually when people say spring, they're talking April, May.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I think I might have seen this press release as well. I think it was in my inbox too, because the name is very familiar and the cover of the girl is familiar to me also. So I think I might have seen it during the week, but I hadn't seen the trailer. And those little spirit things, yeah, they are adorable. So definitely not as goofy as those other little rabbit dudes, whatever they are. Yeah, that's definitely one to watch out for. And it is a Switch 2 title, right? So there'll be graphically, this will be really nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Kirk. We'll find out when that actual release date is as it comes closer and talk about it when we get a chance to play it. Let's go through the games we're playing before we do wrap up for the week. We are well over the hour, so thank you for sticking with us. We have a few games to play. All I want to say about Balatro is mouse controls do work. I said last week that Balatro has a Switch 2 version. I downloaded it. I completely forgot to even try the mouse controls. They do work. They totally work. They're actually really good. And I've been playing quite a bit of Balatro during the week, having some really good runs. And yeah, mouse controls make a lot of sense in this game. So again, like we said earlier during the direct coverage, people are really embracing the mouse controls. I honestly thought a few months ago that it was going to go the other way and people were going to ignore them. Maybe that's not the case. But that's all I have to say about Balatro. Let's move on to that's my game. I've talked about games during the direct stuff, the Indie World Showcase stuff. So let's go to Kirk and see what he's doing this week, what he's playing.
Well, I'm going to quickly go through two games here. The first one I'm mentioning because it's a game that I reviewed again all the way back in 2020, 2021, I think. And I'm not playing, there's no sequel, but there has been a physical release through Super Rare Games for Banner of the Maid.
Cool.
And this is one of my all-time favorite Fire Emblem-esque games that's not Fire Emblem.
Mhm.
It's set in the French Revolution, of all things. You're playing Napoleon Bonaparte's sister,
Wow.
Pauline. Although Napoleon is in it too, and all kinds of French characters from history, from literature, like Cosette, who I'm assuming must be a reference to Les Mis in this. Uh, a lot of really goofy fan service in the images. That doesn't bother me that much, I suppose. So ever onward. But the game is just very unique, and the maps, the actual gameplay, the battles are really cool. Some of them are exceptionally challenging and kind of completely out of nowhere, but a really well balanced, well made game. Excuse me. That I think a lot of people overlooked, and I have no idea why. In 2025, I think is when it came out, October, they started taking pre-orders. 5 years down the road, they decided it gets a physical release. I had to have it.
That's cool. I love that. And why does it not have a sequel yet?
I don't know. Yeah, I assumed it was just because it didn't sell well enough. But if that's the case, why make a physical version of it? So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, no idea.
I do
But
like
yeah, great game.
yeah, I like
Just
the
such a good
aesthetics.
game.
And
Yeah,
what was her name? Pauline. Is she a real
Pauline.
is she a real person?
There may have been, like, maybe Napoleon had a sister named Pauline. I can't remember if I looked that up or not. But as far as I know, she's not part of history. They
Mm.
even referenced Joan of Arc at one point, I think. Like of course, there's a twist. Like the maids in this are kind of like witches, more or less, with special powers, and they're able to use those powers on the battlefield. So
Cool.
not like in a mystical, we're casting spells kind of way, but they can inspire people, and yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious too because it's I shouldn't be talking about this game this long. We're almost out of time. It's developed in China, so the audio is Chinese, set over this French setting that just amuses me every single time I hear them speak. I can't figure out why.
It doesn't matter why, as long as it amuses you. That's the main
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
So that's that. Good game.
Yeah, cool. And did you want to give an update on Fallout 4 as well?
Yeah, the review for this will be going up next week. This is a great game. I don't like it as much as I thought it was going to, though. And I think it's because of the anniversary edition release. There is so much additional content in this game, which, if you've already played through the game once and you just went through kind of with what you had and you were learning as you went along, would be fine. But they dump so much of this at you at the beginning of what's already a completely overwhelming game because of all the customizations and everything you could do, that's just so easy to get lost in the DLC. And it really threw me at the beginning of this whole process. Um, so I almost would have preferred if you could have just gotten this as it was released originally, and then if you want to, then download the DLC for like a second playthrough. I feel would have been better. I'm also going to answer your question. They do not have our dog breeds
Oh, okay.
as options here.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're pretty much the type of breeds you would expect. I mean, my dog's like part lab, and there's a black lab, and I think there's a second kind of lab, golden lab, that you could do, but golden retrievers, huskies, that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. Oh, huskies would be nice. I would probably choose a
Yeah.
husky. Yeah.
Or pit bulls would be perfect since, the dogs are very helpful
Yeah, that's true.
at attacking beasts. So good to have a pit bull around.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Kirk. Trav, what would you like to talk about? Which game are you playing this week?
Okay, well, I'm playing a few games, including Monster Hunter, which I briefly talked about last week. Monster Hunter Stories 3. In that game, I'm just probably under 25 hours in. I think the embargo lifts the day this podcast goes. There's 2 embargoes, one for a written review, one for video. I'm doing the video embargo, even though my review is going to be written, just so I have more time. So
Yeah.
that's my excuse for that. Stay tuned for that. But that's a big game, and I wanted something smaller and chiller. So I'm playing Snoopy and the Great Mystery Club, which apparently came out on Switch 1, and I missed it for whatever reason. But this is a Switch 2 version, which is largely the same game. It's got features you'd expect, better resolution, things like that, faster loading times. But This game is really cute. It's set in the Peanuts universe, and even though you're controlling Snoopy, you're part of a club, right? So Snoopy's teaming up with Charlie Brown and Lucy and Peppermint Patty and these different ones, and they're going on their little adventures. And it seems pretty easier so far, but I think that's by deliberate design. I think it's meant to be, you explore your town and your surroundings, and you look for collectibles and try to 100% things. So I'm really liking this so far. I feel like if I was a kid playing this, I would have absolutely loved it because I was a big Peanuts fan when I was a kid, with the specials and whatnot. But even as a middle-aged guy, I'm really liking this so far.
That's cool. Do they have voices in it? Like, do you hear Charlie Brown and Peppermint Patty and all the rest?
They do. It's not 100% voice, but there seems to be a lot of it
Yeah.
from what I've seen so far in my little bit of play. Obviously, Snoopy or Woodstock don't
Mm.
have voices per se, but they do have. You'll hear Snoopy's little like little gibberish,
Yeah, I love that.
which I like,
Yeah.
and they got good voice actors. They sound like pretty much how I remember the kids from watching the specials back in the 80s. So
Yeah, cool.
obviously, it's not the same ones, but
Yeah. Do they have that same music style, like that piano kind of?
very much,
Yeah.
and it's just perfect for a kind of leisurely, laid back pace. Very relaxing, but not to the point where you're like falling asleep or anything. So
Yeah. And do they have the
um,
adults going what what?
I don't know. I haven't gotten to an adult yet,
Yeah, okay.
so
Oh, that's
time will
cool.
tell.
And there's DLC for this one too.
Is there? I thought I
Yeah.
saw when I was redeeming the code that there was. I don't actually know what the DLC is.
It's called Joe Cool Fun Pack. Looks like you get to fly around as Snoopy when he does his like air raid
Oh, the
stuff.
Red Baron.
Yeah, Red Baron,
Mhm.
yeah. Among other things. Again,
I'm wondering why it's still DLC if they're having the Switch 2 version. You think they might have included it?
yeah, maybe it's new. Like maybe this because the DLC is not out yet. It comes out on the 17th, which is the same as that game, right? The actual Switch 2 game
Yeah.
isn't out yet, is it? So I don't know. That's a good
Oh, yeah,
question.
Joe
Maybe it's.
Cool
I
Fun.
can only imagine it must be completely new. Maybe it
Yeah,
wasn't part of
well,
the
it's
Switch
got to
one.
be media enough if it's $14.99.
Yeah, yeah.
So
There's some soapbox racing mini games, comic collections, Red Baron mini
yeah,
games, and a Joe Cool outfit. So yeah, cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Trav.
yeah.
We have time for one more game from Kirk before we close things off. So, what would you like to tell us about Kirk?
And I will save most of this discussion for next week because I have a lot further to go in this game. I'm playing Fatal Frame Crimson Butterfly Remake,
Which I know you were looking forward
which is,
to, right?
oh, yes. Yeah, boy, I've been looking forward to this game. Boy, having just played there's so many Fatal Frames that I'm going to stumble over it. Mask of the Lunar Eclipse,
Yes.
which was a Switch game and didn't get a full, like update. It was just kind of like ported over. Playing one that was made or remade specifically for the Switch 2 is so cool. Like the images are so much better. The environments are much creepier, especially as you're like, walking around the wooded areas. Very scary game. In this one, there are a lot of changes. For instance, well, there are two people in various sections of it. It's about these twin sisters, and I'll go into more detail next time. But the one you're controlling, the other one will kind of follow, but sometimes you need to hold the other girl's hand, which replenishes your health but also makes you more vulnerable. That person can get attacked, so you're not just protecting yourself from ghosts, you're protecting other people. The camera works quite a bit differently this time. And again, I never played the original, so maybe the games that came after this were kind of seen as improvements over this system. But I think they fine tuned it for the Switch 2 or for this remake. So a lot further to get into it. I also want to point out that I think my dog hates these games. Every time I start to play a
Why?
Fatal,
Too scary?
every time I start to, yeah, she's scared. Yeah. I start to play one of these games, she always gets up and leaves the room and goes and lays down on the bed that I have for her in my office. So I think it's the noise. I think it's the creepy, scratching, kind of wind-blowing, hollow evil sound that kind of goes throughout the whole game. That just bothers her, but she will not stay in the same room with me when I'm playing this game.
Wow.
Neither will my youngest son. So
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Well, that makes
for
sense.
different reasons.
Yeah. I'm sure Lego,
Oh.
my dog Lego was growling at some of the creatures in Resident Evil 7 recently. Like, yeah, which I thought was quite
Wanted
funny.
to protect you, Gemma.
Yeah.
Although I
Yes.
guess Kirk's dog's just like, nope, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't be bothered. I need to lay down.
I love that she tries, because I mean, if that giant monster, that giant creature from Resident Evil came into my house in real life, my dog would have no chance. Like, it's yeah.
So, you need to play Fallout 4 so
Yeah.
your dog can watch that and get tips
Yeah.
on how to be useful in such situations.
It's funny, sorry, sidetrack, but the Outbound demo that I played, you do have a dog as well, actually, in the full game, not in the demo, but on the title screen, or as you're selecting your camper van, the dog is sitting there. And Lego was staring at this dog and kind of doing these like little growls just because there's a dog on the screen. And it was a friendly looking dog next to the camper van. But yeah, anyway.
I think a dog could save you, Gemma. You guys would remember Resident Evil 4 if you helped that like wolf early in the game and free him from the trap. He'd help you with one of the bosses.
Oh,
Is that a spoiler for a game that's like 20 years old?
That's a tip. Make sure you save the dog.
Save the dog, yes.
And if you don't save the dog, he'll be waiting for you on the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah. We covered a lot today. Did either of you have anything to add before we do close things off for the week?
I think we've spoken enough today.
Yeah.
Too long.
Too long. We spent more on those indie games than Nintendo did, but that's okay. No, we had a lot to cover. We want to know your favorite games in the list. So let us know what you enjoyed seeing in the Indie World Showcase. Let us know what games you're playing as well. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can head on over to Blue Sky, and we're also on Instagram. So check out what we're up to over there. We're also sending out the Pure Nintendo magazine. I believe, is it too late, Kirk, for people to join this issue?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But they will have to do it very quickly.
Very quickly. If you're listening to this on Monday, the 9th of March, maybe Tuesday the 10th, you can jump on board still. So head on over to patreon.com/PureNintendo and you can get our physical magazine delivered to your mailbox. But thank you again for joining us, and until next week, game on, everybody. Bye.
See ya.